Hey y'all, this is Ledisi, and you know I got soul.
Good to speak to you again. It's
You
always a
too,
pleasure.
long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah, just proud to have been, have been supporting you all these years. It's been, a long time and always happy to.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I really, really do. It's every
Absolutely.
album you're consistent.
Happy to be. I mean, it's just so fun, watching you experience this growth and everything you've done over the years. I mean, since Pieces of Me, that's when we first kind of
Yeah,
started with our brand. So it's just been fun. So and obviously excited here to talk about this new album, The Crown. Um,
yeah,
I guess, if you could just introduce us to it.
yeah. The Crown. It's comes out, you know, 4/25/25. It's out in the world, and I started with Love You Too, and I was just making sure I had a single for the following year in case I wanted to go on tour or something. And then I got a call about the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and we were just writing two songs every other day, taking our time. And then the Super Bowl called, and I was like, well, I guess I better write something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I wasn't planning on having an album come out like the R&B album. I was going to take my time and take a break because I just put out Good Life. So
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
Crown just came naturally, and I finished in December. The last song was Black Woman, and it just turned into this a whole 11 songs about life, love, and the complexities of that, and spirituality, a whole bunch of things. Yeah.
What
Have
was the
you heard it
main?
yet?
I have not heard
Oh,
it yet.
can't
I've heard the
wait for
singles,
you to
but
hear it.
yeah.
Ah, yes,
Well,
very feel good, a feel good
feel
record.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm curious to hear if because I've witnessed your growth through the years, and you've definitely tried different things on some of your albums, and just progressing your sound. Was there anything different you tried this time around, or more stuck to kind of your roots?
I went straight to the feel good vibes on
Yeah.
this one and didn't force anything, didn't feel like I had to prove anything to anyone, or to try experimental things. I just did whatever felt good that day. It was very
Yeah.
natural. No plan, no, I didn't have a title. I didn't have a plan. I just
Yeah.
wrote. I was a songwriter this time. I got to really dig deeper in my songwriting bag, and I opened up to
Awesome.
some new. I think that part was kind of new and revisiting. Some of it was just revisiting how I used to write, where I was free form and not like art. I didn't think about what am I doing this for? I just did it. I did everything was natural. Oh, I want to write that. And I'd come in the studio with Rex. He go, what do you have? And I sing two songs a day. Like I didn't, and then if I didn't feel like writing, I didn't write. It was so good to have that.
Love that.
So I didn't have
I
a plan, Tom.
I was really impressed, coming back with this album, basically a year after The Good Life, because a lot of artists aren't even releasing albums these days, and you're back a year later. And on top of that, you're doing so much. I mean, whether it's acting, major performances, like you mentioned, the Super Bowl. So, I mean, do you even stop working? Do you take time for yourself?
Listen, I thought this was going to be that time. And then,
Yeah.
I was off all summer. I did nothing. I wasn't touring the summer. I ended around May or June. I did 33 cities of Good Life, and I was finished around May. So I got to have a summer. And
Hmm.
I love recording when I feel like recording. I felt like writing this time, you know? So I didn't, it wasn't, my plan was to chill out for an even longer time, but I'm just going naturally. This was probably the fastest I've ever wrote anything because of all that's going on. It's trippy when the world is in chaos. It's the same time around the pandemic in 2020, and I had finished the wild card. I wrote freely there too, but when it's chaotic, I activate. I don't know what happens. It's like my
Yeah.
body goes, I'm ready to write. Why now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think people need this. They need to feel good. moments of joy in all this disarray. So for me, that's what I wrote, how I might feel in chaos. What can I do to make things feel better? And that's all I kept thinking about. So I would finish the song, go, Rex, does it feel good? You know, he's like, yeah, it feels really
Mhm.
good. Like you're, even the way you're singing, you can hear it on Love You Too. I don't, that's not where I live all the time, but I love staying right there.
Yeah. I love that because the feel good, I was just having a conversation with a colleague of mine, and it's like that's kind of what's missing right now. We have a lot of R&B obviously, but not a lot of up tempo, not a lot of feel good. And we're in a heavy time in this country, in this world. I feel like it's needed. So I'm really glad you went in that direction. Did you feel like that was, kind of what was a void as well?
I I didn't know. I just knew what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't even, I'm just gonna be real transparent. Like I didn't, this wasn't the plan for me. It was not the plan.
Yeah.
But I knew I needed to use my voice if I'm going to do anything. I want to empower that feel good feeling. I didn't know if we had it or not. I haven't been really listening to any music. I just
Mhm.
been escaping to writing or like um I was doing the opposite of music. I was thinking about how to write a play, learning how to write
Yeah.
a play or do something different. But all of a sudden, Rex was like, "What? You want to write?" You know what I mean? Because he knows me. I won't. If I don't feel like it, I won't write. The last album was harder. Good Life was a hard album to make, but this one felt like, okay, I know what I want to do, and meaning I just want to take my time and paint here
Right.
and paint here. But I'm so happy. Wait till you hear. You'll remember our conversation. I wanted, even if it's toxic, which it wasn't. The songs aren't toxic, but even if it was a song that felt like I'm breaking up or something like that feeling, it felt like this the whole time.
Yeah. I
Like
love that.
like you get a hug or something.
Yeah. Love
Yeah.
that. And looking forward to hearing that. I love this title, The Crown. Probably not, I'm guessing you didn't title it for this reason, but like it made me think like Ledisi and your legacy and how far you've come and kind of where you're at. And I don't like to, do titles and compare to peers, but man, I feel like your name needs to come up more in like when we talk about Queen of R&B. I feel I really,
Wow.
especially compared to your peers, especially your generation. I mean, if you may not think about it like I'm thinking about it, but like there's not many where you're at who are doing things on the stage. You're doing it. Amazing performer, album after album that's outstanding. Just getting these major looks on performances. Like I'm just putting it out there. That's how I feel as as a media member who observes these things. But The Crown, your album title, made me think about it. I'm like, Ledisi needs that recognition. I really feel like it.
Wow. I didn't name it The Crown. Rex did. There's a song called The Crown I had already had. And it's with DJ Camper and I featuring
Mhm.
Trombone Shorty. It has a great New Orleans and Memphis feel with the horns. The
Yeah.
horns are from Memphis, but I wanted Shorty on the top of it. But it feels very, basically, The Crown is the calling. The calling can be heavy. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, and the calling is life.
Hmm.
And you're grateful for all the complexities that come with it. But I'm doing this not because I'm the queen. I'm doing this because it's my calling. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? And with life comes love, comes heartache, comes acceptance of who I am and acceptance of being this royal figure. I feel like
Hmm.
I'm royalty anyway. I feel like you,
Yes.
because you're doing a bigger service. You're being of service. When you're of service, that's a royal feeling. You feel grand. You feel high, like, wow, I did that, high up. Some kind of, it's not posturing, it's saying, wow, I'm doing something of service, of purpose. And that's what I feel this project feels like. It felt natural. It's not in the song titles, it's just in the feeling of it. But when you hear it, you might say that about me. I've heard that today in another interview. I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, well, Rex was right. It's time to go ahead and walk into this picture-esque feeling of royalty. But I've
Yeah.
always carried myself that way, being from New Orleans. A lot of people are kind of, we come off cocky, but we're not. We're just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We're
Yeah.
just, we know who we are, where we're from. We know we're carrying a bigger, it's not just us, it's everybody that created us. So yeah, and then my family, I said, Rex, okay, I'll take this name, but I feel like it's a little arrogant. He's like, no, it's not for you. You know what I mean? But when you hear the song The Crown, it's not about that. It's I'm grateful he gave me this, and I wear it because of here. I am royalty. I came in royal and I'm gonna leave royal. And that's how
I
I
love that.
feel, whether you me that title or not. That's who I am.
I love that. Love
Yeah.
it. And shout out to Rex. I'm so glad you've, stayed with him all these years, continue working with him. That continuity, goes a long way. Every album I feel like he's a big part of it. So shout out to Rex Rideout.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll tell him. I'm in his
Tell
room.
tell me about what it's been like releasing these albums on your own label. You've been doing that for a few years now.
Oh,
Listen Back Entertainment, and I guess that's like an underrated aspect of putting out music because a lot of people don't realize what goes into that. Tell us about what the experience has been like.
well, BMG, they just put the album out, the records out. I create them. They help me partnering and getting them done, but it's really me behind the scenes.
Hmm.
Uh, and it's been fun because it's just whatever I feel like. And it's great having that partnership, to make it happen. But it's me on the boots on the ground, marketing, trying to beg for help. And just like everybody else, it's no different. I don't have the same looks because of the style of music that I'm doing. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with my lane. And if it goes slow like a little turtle, that's fine too. long as I
Yeah.
long as I create and put it out there. I want to leave this earth empty, a legacy full of work that you guys go, we really slept
Hmm.
on this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We should have
No, I love that.
caught up
I
on
love
it.
it.
But, it's not for me to catch you up. It's for me to just create and put it out there and
Awesome.
hope you get it.
And then last question for you, because I know you got a whole bunch of interviews lined up today. You had an awesome duet with Kenny Lattimore on the last project. I know you got
Oh,
Trombone
yes.
Shorty on this one. I'm just curious, any dream duets you still have in your mind that you'd love to do someday, artists you would love to collaborate with that you haven't had a chance to yet?
I called so many people for this, and I'm telling you the truth. I call all the time, but I called Leon, I called Babyface, and the paths kept getting crossed.
Mm.
But I'm hoping for those to happen. I've known Leon forever, like when he's a little guy acting, and he's amazing. Really, I want to work with Babyface. I still want to work with Q-Tip. I'll say it every
Wow.
single time. Come on, and Joe, still one of my favorite
Mm.
voices. I
Yes.
would love to sing with. And gosh, there's one other I'm forgetting that I really, really like. That's current. Gosh, I can't remember the name. Forgive me. I've been up since 5 a.m. interviewing, like getting ready for interviews, so I can't remember everything.
All good.
It's been starting early this morning, but yeah, there's a lot of artists I want to work with, but mainly duets. Dream duet, definitely Joe, definitely Babyface. And I would love to get a song written for me by Stevie Wonder
Wow.
and
That'd be
Kamal.
epic.
Those would be my great Q-Tip. I'm sorry. Yeah, Q-Tip.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ledisi. We're just about out of time. So I want to thank you as always. It's always an honor to be here and support you. I don't personally do many interviews anymore, but I had to jump on here for this one
I'm
just because
so
it's
happy
a
you did this for me because you're my
no, I have to.
baby.
They have to. So we've been doing these for years, so I had to jump on here and congrats on the album. Really
Oh,
looking forward to
thank
hearing it.
you. I can't wait till you hear it. Thanks, Tom. Thanks
Love it.
so much.
Thank you. And